Hey there, XR here. Once again, playing some Rift. This is a little bit further in the game, so I posted that video with Kevin the other day, and I realized it, may have been kind of boring. Although it was a legitimate showing of the start of the game, which is obviously, if you picked it up, it would be the first thing you would see. But it was not the most exciting thing in the world, so I figured I'd show a little bit further. This is a new character I just started a couple days ago. She's level 19. She is a rogue, and she's riding this awesome mechanical spider, which actually is another one perk that, like I said, the game is free to play now, but they've been very, very kind to the people who supported them before it was free. And, I bought the game for $50 when it was first released, and subscribed to it at $15 a month for 6 months. So they have basically given me a lot of perks in the free version, because I threw them all that money in the past. So, and one of those was some credits that I used to buy this awesome mechanical spider. So, not hard to get mounts in this game. I mean, you get them basically by level 10 or 15. You can get like a basic horse or whatever, and move up from there. There's someone on a non-mechanical spider. So this is Stonefield. This is the second zone for the Defiants, which are the more evil. It's a very morally gray sort of game, the lore behind it. I like it a lot better than some other games, but basically there's the Defiant who believe that technology will solve their world's problems, and so they're very much about sort of steampunk and magical-based technology. And then the quote-unquote good guys are the Guardians, who follow this pantheon of gods called the Vigil, and all their powers, in the lore. The classes aren't unique. You can be any class in either one, but their lore is all very much using divine power and following the laws of the gods and all that stuff. So it's kind of like a clash of ideologies more than a clash of good versus evil. So this character is a Defiant, and this zone is in the Defiant leveling track. They kind of blend together at certain points. Here's someone on a cool mechanical horse, or magical horse of some kind, sparkly. There are mechanical horses too, like this spider. So anyway, what I was saying was you'll only see this zone if you play Defiant, basically. But it is pretty much my favorite zone of the game, at least of the ones that I've seen. I just absolutely love the color palette and the scenery with all these big kind of rocks jutting up in the ground, out of the ground, and it's constantly cloudy and overcast here, and it rains a lot, and it's just a very cool kind of area. I'm kind of coming up here to show you because I love this little waterfall with the house under it and everything. This is a kind of a quest hub village area. It's very, very cool terrain in this game. It's not as fantastic as something like World of Warcraft for the most part, but it is very well designed to sort of reflect kind of realistic but based in realistic but fantastic, I guess is a good way to put it. Places that could exist on Earth but are certainly not run-of-the-mill, you know what I mean? So that kind of terrain is very much what this game represents in a lot of its zones and areas. Let me just apply some buffs here, and then I will go murder some things for your enjoyment. So I need to do this kind of stuff. These are all abilities that I get because I actually am a paying subscriber. I decided since I was playing a lot I would chuck them $15 for a month subscription, so they give me all kinds of bonuses to the rate at which I earn experience and faction favor and stuff like that. It's well worth the money, in my opinion. But reapply these as well. And if you're noticing the disparity here, this game has a pretty cool wardrobe function where you have the equipment that you find that affects the way your stats. Like this is my actual equipment. It gives me plus dexterity, plus endurance, stuff like that. This is a rogue character, so she needs dexterity. But then you also have a wardrobe, and these are, you can put items here. You can put anything here. Anything you find or buy, you can put here, and it affects the way you look, but not your stats. So you can find clothing that you like the look of and put it on your character, and not have to worry about whether you know, you don't have to worry about finding stuff that both looks good and is good for your character, because they're two different things, basically. A lot of MMOs have done that in recent years, and this is one of them. It's a system I like a lot, because I like being able to customize how I look and not have to worry about whether it's actually the best equipment I could be wearing. So these guys are actually 3 levels higher than me, but I do have a quest to kill them. So they won't be super easy prey, but we'll try it anyway. And like I said, this character's a rogue, dual wielding. You can do several different kinds of things with rogues, including going ranged with bows. And also bards are included under, you know, I showed you before in the other video, but each character, you choose an archetype, and it's warrior, cleric, rogue, and mage, and then each one has these various trees, of which there are actually 8 for each one. So I have here a mix of blade dancer, assassin, and nightblade, but there's also saboteur, bard, riftstalker, ranger, and marksman, and you can switch them in and out as you desire, and you can actually save rolls, which are like preset combinations that you set up, and then as you earn points, you you know, spend your points in these trees to unlock further abilities and increase your powers. But it's, you know, it's very customizable, because you can pull from the 3 that you want to pull from. Like Nightblade is a melee tree that deals with dealing elemental damage. Assassin is a melee tree that deals with sneaking and backstabbing, and Blade Dancer is a melee tree that deals with dodging and being hard to hit, and also some AoE damage and that kind of thing. So the combination is a combination that I quite enjoy. But you can certainly do it many other ways. You know, marksman is a ranged. There's a ranger is a rogue class. As a pet, so I could have a pet if I wanted to. I could keep 2 of mine the same and say switch out assassin and have my elemental attacks and my AoE attacks, but also have a pet. I've got like charges like this. And these skulls you see here is the rogues work on a combo point system, so I have abilities that build up combo points, and then I use them all on a big finisher. It's a similar system to what WoW rogues use. So these guys are going down pretty easily for me. I need to collect Sicklehorn chops, but they're not actually dropping any, which is kind of annoying. This ability here is a ranged DOT that I got from my Nightblade tree. So it lets me shoot fireballs at people, and then it sticks on them and does some damage. I wonder if these are not the right Sicklehorns, because they ain't dropping crap. Yeah, see, it's raining now. It rains a lot in this zone. I like it. I like it a lot. It's just a very thunder going off in the background. It's just a very appeals to my sense of aesthetics very much, this area. Game is super pretty too. I'm running basically on maxed settings. The only thing, and you can probably notice the foliage popping in the background, the only thing I did was I turned down the density of the ground foliage a little bit, because I was getting some frame rate drop as a result of the density of the grass on the ground. These are the guys that I need to kill. And they go down like weaklings. Oh, they don't even drop anything. Oh, maybe these are the guys I have to kill. He's a little bit bigger. Let's see what happens. So there are, I don't actually have any on this character. Yeah, that guy gave me a Sicklehorn chop. Combat is, it's very MMO standard, so, you know, if that's your thing or not, you know, that's up to you to decide, but it does have a lot of pretty neat little tricks, a lot of, you know, charges and stuff like that that aren't limited to warriors. A lot of gap closers, that kind of thing. Everybody is a melee damage dealer, you know, including clerics and stuff. There's, outside of dungeons, it's very rare you'll find a pure healer. You know, clerics go around and beat people up as well as anybody else. There's a lot of abilities that sort of play off of other abilities. Like I have here Keen Strike, and then I have Quick Strike, which does more damage, but it must be used after Keen Strike or Binary Strike. So they're kind of like follow-up attacks you have to use in a certain sequence. A lot of characters, classes actually have like reactive attacks where they only become available. They're instant and they only become available once a certain condition is met, like you just dodged or you just parried or something like, or you were dodged or something like that. So I usually assign those to like X and R, so you can be, you know, doing your rotation or whatever, and then those will pop up, and it actually pops up a little notification on the side, and then you know, knock off those attacks as well. It makes it a little more dynamic. Here's a rift. This is an Earth Rift. These spawn spontaneously across the land. There's 5 different kinds for different elements. And it's kind of like a mini event. Anyone who's around can run up and do it. And there's a condition over here. This one's called the Gold Hunt. And we need to kill 6 of these granite ants. And there's various stages, so we just finished that stage. So now we're going on to the next stage to kill armored gold hunters and armored gold hunter handlers. And this poor guy is getting mobbed. But basically anyone around can see this giant thing hovering in the sky and come over here and help fulfill these objectives. And you get rewards for it, including a special kind of currency you can then spend on good items later. And it kind of adds a neat little sort of random adventure aspect to the game, because these things will pop up in various places, and if they are kept, if you leave them open, if you don't go and you know, players don't go and close them, they actually start spawning invasions where guys run out of the rifts and go and attack the player towns, the quest hubs, and they can actually take over the quest hub, and then until you gather enough players and take it back, you can't complete any of the quests there and stuff like that. So you know, it's not a truly dynamic world, because you know, obviously the way they behave when they show up is predictable, but it's more dynamic than something where, you know, this town is always safe, for instance. You know, there's nothing like that in Rift. Any town at any time, including the capital city, can be besieged by rifts, and I'm almost dead. I'm going to back off here. These guys are mages up here, shooting down into the fight. Alright. Uh-oh, that guy's not attacking me, is he? No, he's not. I will help take him down, since he's obviously not after me. Uh-oh, now he's after me. Oh god, yeah. Run away. Alright, good. He got distracted. He's the last guy for the stage, too. I think we're gonna have to fight some kind of boss after this. Yep. He won't be hard, though. These low level, I mean, I'm still only level 20 out of 60, so these relatively low level ones, they look impressive, but they're not all that hard. He's gonna go down pretty quick. And then that should seal the rift. Yep. So now this disassembles itself and pulls back into the sky. And we all get our little rewards. 25 planerite. Not too bad for a couple minutes work. You can use planerite at planar goods dealers to buy some pretty nice equipment. What was I doing? Oh right, I was killing sicklehorns for sicklehorn chops. These guys over here. Now see, that guy started attacking it, but this game, very similar to Guild Wars 2, doesn't have tagging or anything like that. You know, as long as you land a couple of hits on a creature, even if someone in another group, or you know, who's not associated with you at all, is also killing it, you will both get credit for it. So the fact that I ran up and started attacking that guy, you know, there's no such thing as kill stealing in this game. I ran up and attacked that guy, the other guy was already attacking him, it doesn't matter, we both got credit for it. So there's really no reason not to help other people out, not to work together, which is a nice nice mechanic. Obviously worked extremely well in Guild Wars as well. I love the range on that charge. I didn't get enough. You have to do it like a minimum small amount of damage to them, or else you don't get credit. So you can't just like one hit things and then wait for other people to kill them. You actually have to contribute a little bit, and I didn't get to that one in time. These little guys won't give me any chops. They are small and pathetic. I also need to kill these bird guys up here, but they were kind of kicking my ass last time I tried, so I might try to... I'm pretty close to a level up, so I might try to get that level up before I go after those guys again. Ooh. Okay, I need that Sicklehorn buck. I'm not sure I want to deal with that XT300 lifter. He has a diamond above him, which I think means he's some kind of elite. Or maybe it means he's rare. Oh, maybe I should fight him. Alright, I'm gonna go after him after I kill this guy. He might be a rare spawn, in which case he might drop something cool. Oh, he's coming back. Gotta get him before somebody else does. Alright, wait for my health to come back. Oh god, this guy's gonna get him. No, he's not interested. Good. Alright. Watch him totally kick my ass. Pop my, one of my Blade Dancer abilities, increases my dodge by 50% for 15 seconds. Is good for surviving fights that might otherwise be difficult. Boom. Aha! Yep. He was a rare spawn. He dropped a Cursed Source Stone, which is the best kind of planar currency. You can trade them in for purple items, which is pretty awesome. And also a special piece of armor, XT300's casing, but it's chain, and I can only wear leather, so that is not of any use to me, but still pretty neat. See if I can get in on this kill. Yep. I only need 3 more of those. And see, this is a rift that's forming. It's called a tear. This is where a rift will open. It'll open by itself eventually, but if I can get over there and use this ability called Planar Lure, I can force it to open, and then I'll actually get a bonus if it gets completed. I won't be able to complete it by myself, but hopefully other people will show up. So now I'm using Planar Lure, and I'll force this rift to open. Yep, and this is a fire rift. Here, as it descends out of the sky and transforms the landscape into a bit of a hellish hell. Hellbugs. So I'm going to start attacking these guys, but I probably won't be able to finish this unless at least a couple of other players come. Okay, good. Here's another guy over here who's already come to help me out. Die, Hellbugs. Alright, stage complete. Kill a Hellbug warriors. Oh, these Hellbugs are a bit bigger. Alright. Not much tougher, though. Alright, and now kill the venomous Hellbug. Ah, he's right there, spawning. Alright, there's a lot of people here now. We shouldn't have too much trouble with this. Destroy cows to expose Hellbug bursters and then kill the bursters. That's pretty funny. Sick cow. So we kill the cow and then Hellbug bursters come out of the corpse. These guys have a lot of hit points for tiny bad guys. Come to me, tiny Hellbugs. Hellbugs are actually a bad guy from Trion's other game, Defiance, as well, made by the same company, which I also own and is also a lot of fun. So they're kind of like a little crossover. I'm pretty sure that they're from Defiance originally, and they just put them in Rift as kind of a reference. Whoa! Hellbug Monarch. He's a big sucker. Ow. Ta-da, rift sealed. And now I should have gotten more, 27, more planerite than I otherwise would have, because I was the one who opened the rift there. I need to kill 3 more of these bucks. Now 2 more. This guy looks ripe for culling. Alright, 1 more sicklehorn buck. And this is the remnant of the fire rift here. That'll go away after a couple minutes. I saw there was a death rift earlier when I first started recording to you off in the distance, but the 5 kinds of rift are earth, water, fire, wind, air, and death. Oh no, there's 6, because there's life as well. So there's, earth, air, fire, water, life, and death. There's 6 kind of rifts. Level up. Level 20. Excellent. So now I have some points to spend in my tree. I don't think I get anything else special for being level 20, but ooh, I will get that. Ooh, and unlock this as well. So I just got a nice little buff that will boost my damage for a short time. Good for getting out of trouble. And I got a finisher that I can spend my combo points that I build up on, and that is an AoE. It's from the Blade Dancer tree, so it will hurt enemies around me, as well as the one I'm targeting. Good for fighting groups. There's another tear, man. They're all over the place at the moment. I'm just going to go turn this in, killing those bucks, and that's probably where I'll stop recording. Some other people running around here. The low level zones are really crowded right now. The lowest level zones are really crowded because the game just went free to play this week, so people are trying it out. This is like the 2nd tier zone. Is still a lot of people around, but not quite as overcrowded as the starting areas, which is nice. Not as much competition for quest mobs and stuff, although it's not so bad as in some other games I've seen, but it can still be a little annoying at times. Quest complete. So there we go. This is my favorite zone. Ooh, there's another fire rift. My favorite zone. I ran around, saw me kill some sheep, did a couple rifts. Yeah, it's a fun game. It's free. You don't have to pay any money, and you get access to pretty much everything. Paying money, as I showed you, just gets you some bonuses, but you don't really miss out on anything by not paying money. So, if you want to play, I'm on Hailal, H-A-I-L, like Hail, and then O-L is the name of the server, Hailal. And I have characters on both Guardian and Defiant, so yeah, cool. Maybe I'll see you in game.